Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura or lauraxstitches. We're back for another video. It hasn't been 6 months, that's a good plus, isn't it? We're back within a few weeks, I think. It's the end of January, my January update. So I've got a fair bit to show you, I think. It's the 30th, I was just checking the date. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. So what's been going on? Well, I'm now almost 23 weeks pregnant. We have found out a couple of weeks ago at our 20-week appointment that we're having a girl, which is very exciting. If you're on my Instagram, did I even say it on Instagram? I don't remember if I did or not, but it's a girl, so it's really exciting. I 100% thought it was a boy. So now we're having a girl, which is great. It's really, really good. We're really excited about that. Some other things that have been happening. The main thing, I guess, is school is back. It was the kids' first day on Thursday, but I wasn't there. Matt and I had a family funeral to go to, so I had that day off, but I had my first day back with the kids on Friday. We were at school on Wednesday doing stuff. So they were great. My class seems really good. It's been one day, so we'll kind of see what happens, but no, I was really happy with how the day went, so that's really good. I'm still getting used to using this camera. It's just like really clear and you can like see every detail of your skin, so I'm trying to just like ignore it. And I'm using a mic that Matt bought for it, so maybe that will be better. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So how has stitching been going? It's been going awesome. I've really been enjoying doing the acrostic with the 24 hours across stitch. I've been using the planner heaps. Not everything in the planner is stuff that I need, so it's good to know kind of what I like and what I don't like. I'm really glad I bought the full digital planner. But it's been really awesome. I've been doing really well. I started stitching this year on the 3rd, so I've missed the 1st and the 2nd, and I missed the 14th. I think I was really busy or something, so there's been 3 days so far this year that I haven't stitched. The rest of the time I have, which is huge for me. It was really good. I've got lots of different whips to show you. We've also got a tiny bit of haul sort of giveaway, a new giveaway. I've actually got some FFOs. I don't know how that happened, but I just got really inspired one day. And then I'll talk to you about my plans for February and a little bit more about my yearly plans as well. Let's get into whips. So I have my tracker with me down here and I've got notes too, so I'm kind of looking down a bit, but I have been counting stitches for most of my projects just because they're on Pattern Keeper, so it just makes it easy. There's a couple that I'm using paper copies for, so I can't be bothered counting, so I don't, but the majority of them are on Pattern Keeper, so it makes it really, really, really easy. So I'm just going to get myself a little bit more sorted, but the first whip I worked on was Hufflepuff, and Hufflepuff is by Mandarinx Designs. It's in this bag, which is not Harry Potter related, but this is from Deb of Deb Wilson fame. And I think I have a cover photo in here somewhere. Let me find it. I have the paper copy because I started on paper and now I'm using it on Pattern Keeper, and oh my gosh, it's so much easier to do on Pattern Keeper. So that's what it will look like when it's done. The brown part is not stitched, that's the fabric choice they had, and my fabric is Sparkly's Fabric of the Month 32 count Murano, and I don't know what the colour is called because it was a fabric of the month, and I'm sure I have. If not, I'll put in a picture of what it looked like last time. And here it is now. So I've done heaps. I did a lot in the 4 days I worked in this. I worked in it from the 3rd until the something, I think the 6th. But okay, so I think this page was done. I can't remember if page 1 was finished. I may have done some backstitch, but I worked on, no, it was done, and I had a little bit up here done on page 2. So I stitched all of page 2 and backstitched it, and it looks really cool. And then I've come down and I've started page 3, and that's what I'm working on, or what I will be working on next as well. Some people saw my progress on Instagram and were like, oh, next time you get it out, you'll be finished. No, I won't. There's a lot of there's a few blends, not heaps, so there's just like a lot of stitching in this. And then there's also some smaller pages down here too. So it is actually a fair bit of work to it, but it looks amazing. And I'm really excited with how far I got on that in 4 days. So that will be, of course, coming back out again in February. And I will show you that in my plans. I forgot what I was going to say then. Oh, let's focus on me, please. There we go. There's some flowers from my wedding back there, from the arbor we had. So, oh gosh, I didn't plan of where to put things. Let's just shuffle some things around. That's that one. Next, I worked on mini clockwork dragonling. This is by Hayde and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. That's the artist. Let me find the cover photo. Again, I have some pages of this printed. I think I did, I printed the first page and all the colours, and then I also printed this. So this is what it will look like when it's done. This is not my full coverage focus, so this got 2 days work. And this is being stitched on 25 count, easy count, easy guide, you know the drill, I don't remember what it is, 1/1, full cross. And I'm sure I put in a picture, but here it is now. So it is looking a little bit different. My goal was to put in, work in a bunch of the park threads because I don't like kind of stitching like that anymore. And I was able to do that for all of the ones that were up here. The way it was in my Q-snap, it just didn't work to do these ones. And that's, I'm kind of going from the top down, so I will eventually get these ones stitched in. But I was able to get to the edge of the pattern. So this is how wide it's going to be. It's not a huge one because it's a mini, but that's how wide it will be across the whole thing. And I was able to get, I think, 5 or 6 rows completely done across the whole thing. So I had a bunch done here and a bit of random stuff here. So I just kind of worked in the threads and then just picked the next colour and worked down, and I was able to get a fair bit of stitching done with that, which was really cool. Now, before I forget, I did tally up. So for Hufflepuff, the one I just showed you before, I got in the 4 days 3,191 stitches plus backstitch. And let's just be honest here, I was on school holidays, so I had a fair bit of time. And then this one got 1,839 stitches in 2 days, which I was super happy with. Then I think I worked on The Witcher for 4 days, but it also came back out for 2 days later in the month, so I'll show you that in a little bit. Next was another Hayde. Again, this is not my full coverage focus, so it only had 2 days. And this is Rapunzel. She is by, like I said, Hayde, and also the artist is Anya Kai. She's a full size, she's not max color or anything. Full size is big enough for me. She's stitched on exactly the same fabric in the same way, 1/1 full cross. Here's a picture of what it looked like last time. And here we are now. So I had kind of where you can see the edges there, I had all that finished. I worked in some threads, but I also, again, I have some down here that will eventually get there as well. This is not the length of the piece, obviously. It's not crazy amount left, but I kind of just wanted to work within my Q-snap. So next time I pull this out, I will probably work further along here. But the exciting thing is we got to some really cool colours. You can see the blue and the purple in there. So they were nice and bright to work with. This is fine. This is mostly purples. There's actually not much black in it. There is black and some browns as well. But it was cool to get to some brighter colours. So that was really nice. But she is obviously a lot bigger. But yeah, it was nice to pick her up again. It's been a while since I've worked on my Haydes because I've been focusing on, I say focusing, but whenever I've worked on a full coverage, it's been Epic Pokemon, so it's been nice to kind of work on a Hayde because they are different. Next up was another 4-day slot, and this was for my kind of large piece focus, which is Flosstubers Princess Collection. That's what it will look like when it's finished. This is being stitched on a piece of 32 count even weave, I think. Yes, in Cloud Green by Sew It All. It doesn't have like Joblin or Merino or anything, it just says even weave. So I'll pop in a picture of where I was last time I was here with it, which would have been the Whip Parade. And here we are now. Oh, it's going to be hard to get this in when it's done. So, as you can probably tell, I worked on Jasmine. So I think when I last had it out, she might have had some skin. I think she had some skin. She was just looking a bit weird. But yeah, so Jasmine is a little bit different to what is charted. I have converted her skin to be darker because she was as pale as Cinderella, which doesn't make sense. And I've also changed it to have her name up here rather than Aladdin. It's the same as a couple others as well. So I have stitched, the way these patterns work, I wonder if I can show you that, actually showing you the pattern. Oh yeah, it has here, this is one page, and then the legs are like the page underneath it. So I stitched on all of that page and I got that all done. I just need to back stitch that page when I next pull this out, and then I'll work on the kind of bottom half and the border, that swirly pink border down there, and then she'll be finished. And then there's one more to go, plus the rest of the border there. So I'm really happy with how her skin came out. If I did it again, I may have not made that darker colour so dark, but it's not too bad, really. And I would have probably changed her blush colour. It's quite pink. I may have made it a bit more purple, but I'm okay with it. So happy to have that one going. That's one that I don't count stitches for because it's in the booklet. I tried to do the converting thing into Pattern Keeper, but it was just taking too much time and I just wanted to stitch. So I just didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't really mind too much. So she's just got kind of the rest of her pants and shoes to go, and then it's Sleeping Beauty is the last one, and I will change her name to say Aurora instead of Sleeping Beauty. And then it's just that, because I do the border with each of them, but I'll also have to do the side border with her, so it might just take a little bit longer, but that's okay because it's almost done. That one is quite an old whip. I started that one in 2017, so it will be nice to finish that sooner rather than later. Okay, after Princesses, I worked on Kings and Queens of the UK. This is a pattern by Clouds Factory, so I'll pop in a picture here. Actually, I think I have a cover photo. This is a paper pattern because I printed the whole thing, so I may as well use it. Here is the cover photo it comes with. However, I am doing the optional different border where it has different flags here. And let me just check, but I'm pretty sure. So we've got the Union Jack at the top. And then, where is it? Then you do the Wales and Northern Ireland flags at the bottom. The top flag is the English flag. And then on the sides, there's, hang on a second, I'm wrong. Let me say that again. The bottom, you do the Welsh flag and the Northern Ireland flag. The side is English, and the left side is English, and the right side is Scottish. There we go. Oh, look, here's a picture of it. Yep, that's kind of pretty much the one that I'm going to do. So down the bottom we'll have those extra flags there. Yep, the two at the bottom. I've done this one, I've done this one. I'm getting close to that one there. So I will pop in a picture here of where it was last time you saw it. this was worked on for 2 days, and I was hoping to get a bit more done on this, but I think I was doing some school stuff or something, and I just didn't have time. It's on a 32 count Lugana, I think, by Colour Cascade Fabrics. Yep. I don't have the name because it was a fabric of the month. Anyway, here it is now. I'm on the 3rd of 5 rows. There's that extra flag on the side you can see there. So I worked on 2 queens, which is really cool. I worked on Mary the First and Elizabeth the First as well, and got those 2 done. There's one more king to go here, and then that's the border, and then I can start on the next row. So I'm hoping the next time I pull this out to work on the king and the border here and get those bits done at least, and then go on to the next row. But yeah, that would be good to get done the next time this comes out. I'm trying to clean as I go because there's a lot going on here. So yes, that one got 2 days. Then for 4 days I worked on Pokemon. Oh, by the way, that one doesn't get any stitch count either. Did I tell you how many I got on Rapunzel? I don't think I did. I got 1,157 on Rapunzel. That was that hate I showed you before. Anyway, Pokemon got 4 days. And this is Epic Pokemon Generation 1, the Extended Edition. I'll pop in a picture here of what it will look like when it's finished. And also where it was last time. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky, but I'll do my best. It's in the Q-Snap. This one doesn't come out very often. So here it is now. So I finished off this page. I was kind of halfway through putting some colours in there. Then I came up and gridded this page. So this is page 16, so this is 17. I gridded here. I do all the black first, and then I actually managed to get a couple colours in there too, so that was really cool. If I remember, I'll put in a picture of what it looked like when it was off the Q-Snap as well. So that's really cool that that is getting there. That got 2,929 stitches. So almost 3,000 stitches in 4 days, which is great. I've got a little bit more information about Epic Pokemon and my goals for it this year in plans. So I'll talk about that then. What was after that? Ah, yes. Then I worked on The Witcher. The Witcher is by Oh My Stitches Shop on Etsy. I'll pop in a picture here of what it will look like when it's done and what it looked like last time you saw it. It's being stitched on a piece of 32 count Murano from Sparklies, and it was a fabric of the month, so I don't have the name because it doesn't have one. So this piece got the most time. It got 6 days, and it probably has the most progress, obviously. So here is what it looks like now, with some beautiful needle minders thanks to Adele. I think they're from No More Lost Needles, I think. So you can see I got a fair bit of progress on this piece. So I just unlocked my iPad. Oh, it's like half my face. This got 3,755 stitches put in over 6 days. So I didn't have anything here, I don't think. I can't actually remember. I had most of this done. So I'm really happy with how that looks now. I'm getting down to the point where I'm going to start hitting a lot of the black and the dark purple, which I'm actually really excited about because I've done a lot of these colours and I'm kind of over them. The gaps that you can see, some of them are stitched in white and some of them I haven't got to yet because I kind of just do a bunch of white at once because they're kind of sporadic. So I think it looks really cool. Really happy with that. That won't get as much time next month because it isn't a focus piece just yet. Okay. And then I hit the point of the month where it was just like the leftover days because I'd finished the acrostic. So I was thinking about this kind of pretty much as soon as we found out what we were having. I kind of started thinking about this little project I started a really long time ago, about 3 years ago, and I haven't kind of gone back to it much since. And this little project I'm talking about is from the Year of Adorable Animals 2017 calendar. So you can see that when it loads here, there we go. You can see that this is quite old because it's 2017. I got this as a free gift from a Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. And I started stitching them. I had all the way to July finished. And I was switching them around to represent the Southern Hemisphere because obviously it's an English company. So I wanted to change them around just a little bit. Not all of them have changed, just some of them. So I had to July finished, and I was thinking about them, and I thought they'd be really cute in the nursery as a calendar. So when I was trying to think of what I was going to do for these kind of extra last few days in January, this popped up. And so I'm going to be focusing on this project until all the months are done. And then I will start my smalls again, where I kind of spin the wheel and pick one and then work on it till it's done. So what did I work on? Well, I'm still going because we're only on the 30th, so I've got today and tomorrow to do a little bit more. So I was working on August. August had a little bit finished, and I got that done yesterday, I think. That's really bright. Is that a bit better? I think I finished this yesterday. Yeah, it was mostly almost finished the day before, but I just needed to do a tiny bit of back stitch, and then it was done. So I had the grey rabbit stitched all the grey part and a couple of the flowers. So then I've worked on the rest, and I've added in August at the bottom. So that's that one. And then yesterday I started on September and then finished off September today. And this is really cute. It's a little Father's Day one, and September is the month for Father's Day for us. So I've moved that one from June. So I have 3 left to do. October, November, September. Yeah, October, November, December. I should know that. So October I'm keeping the same, and that's this one. So when I finish up editing and stuff later tonight, I will start October. November I did earlier for an autumn one. So November's going to actually be May because it's our springtime. All the bees and the flowers. And December is quite wintry, but it is also Christmassy, so I kept it the same as well. So they're the 3 I have left to do. I'm really hoping I can get October finished, if not really close to being done, so that in February I can work on November and December and get this project finished and ready to FFO. And then that means after that, in the little leftover days each month, I can work on other projects, which are really cool, other smalls, because I've got a whole bunch waiting to start. My plan for FFOing is I'd really like to do them as like a flat ornament, I guess. But I want to do what I've seen a lot of people do, is have them on something magnetized so I can just switch them out easily rather than putting them in a frame. So, and have them high so that baby can't touch them. But I'll have to get something to put the backing on, because I will choose some fabric and back that onto some card or something. Put that on whenever I buy to hang these on, put magnets on that, then finish this, put magnets on this, and then just swap them out as the months go by. So that is all my whips and stuff. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time talking about whips and things. I'm just keeping an eye on the time as well, because I think this likes to stop at about half an hour, so I'll need to kind of restart it again. So that is what I have worked on in January so far. So all that's left of January is to work on that October piece and hopefully, fingers crossed, get it finished. If not, get it really close to being done. So let's talk about haul. I don't have much haul at all. The first thing I'll talk about is my threads of the month club. I don't know, can't remember what it's called, but it's from A Stitch in Time from Tassie. And I have I get the Gentle Arts. I get 6 a month, and we're currently in the B's. So I'm going to try and do it alphabetically, but I don't think you know what? I'm not going to bother. I still need to buy a ring to put them on. I just keep forgetting. I think if I hold them up to this, it'll be good. So we have got barn grey, lovely grey. Then we've got banker's grey, which is a little bit darker and a bit bluer. Bayberry, which has some really nice variegation through it, a beautiful green. Berry cobbler, gorgeous pink, purpley. Bittersweet, which is my favourite because orange. And lastly we have black crow, which is nice to have a dark colour like that. There's not really much to see in that one. It is pretty. It almost looks grey bluey, I think, rather than straight up black. So that's really cool. I need to get one of those metal rings to put these on and have them all on rings so that they're in alphabetical order. I can just grab them when I need them. The other haul is kind of like some D-stash from my granny, which I get every now and again. And I had this a little while ago, but I just never showed it to you. So first things first, I was really excited when she was like, take what you want. And she gave me this. This is the DMC collection thing with the actual threads, which is cool. Like obviously it doesn't have every single one anymore because there's new ones, but I was just really excited that she gave me that. So that's that. And then she gave me some books because she bought a lot of cross stitch books, which I don't really buy myself because I'd rather just get a pattern. But the ones that I kept, I've just earmarked a couple patterns in most of them, one in some of them, to either do just as part of stuff I want to do or for baby, because some of them were baby things. This one comes from Fabulous Cross Stitch Designs, embroidery and cross stitch. I don't know if there's a Craft World Books. There you go. That's the cover of it. And it's the beehive sampler. I thought that was super cute. I don't know if I'll do it, but it's cute enough to want me to do. I don't know. I don't think these have like designers on them, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if they're at the front. This one comes in two different like colorways, I suppose. There's a more of a pastel-y one, but I really like the one that I just showed you before, the darker one. And I think I would choose some of my own threads because I think they have DMC. Yes, it's all in DMC. I think I would probably get out some of those gas threads, pop them in there. That's the best one. Next book is the Samplers and Motifs in Cross Stitch by Angela Davidson. I've got two in here that I would like to do. This one, I don't know if I'll do it, but it's a potential baby one. I just like the pastels, all different colours. It's just a maybe. That's a maybe. And then this one was really cool. This is Moon and Stars. And it says, the moon and stars will take care of you. Really pretty. And it has like a charm in the middle, which is kind of cool. This one is called Australian Bushland Friends, oh my goodness, by Jan Woodman. And I just picked out the Sugar Glider. I think it's gorgeous. Love the Sugar Gliders. This one is Joe Verso's Cross Stitch Gifts for Children. There's a lot of 90s, 80s stuff in here that I won't be stitching, but I really, really like this one. It's all the numbers and it has cute buttons to go with each of them. I love the rainbow, so I probably will stitch this. It's called Learn to Count. But you just choose the buttons you want and you pop them on. That was gorgeous. So cute. And the last one is called Jill Gordon's Cross Stitch Pictures. A lot of these seem to be quite full coverage or a lot of stitching. And the one I kind of picked out, there was a lot in here that were gorgeous, was the rainbow fish design. Again, I don't know if I will stitch it, but it's a maybe. It's beautiful. All right, let's talk about some new Flosstubers that I have been watching. I've been watching a fair bit of Flosstube. It's probably going to slow down with school going back, but it is always good to find these people. Some of them are newer, some of them are not like brand new, I mean, but they're new to me, and they're not unpopular. Like, people have found them. So this is just me letting you know of some people that I've been watching. So first one is the Stitchy Reader. I think it's Jaina. I really hope I'm saying that right. She's super cute. She does a lot of really cool projects. I really like that she's kind of doing a bunch of different stuff, and she kind of explains her thought process through that. I really, really like her videos and the way she talks. I really like her stuff. Stitches by Shelby is another one that I've been watching as well. She has some really beautiful pieces that she's finished. So if you go and watch her, you need to make sure you watch the videos where she talks about the stuff that she's done, and she has them in frames. There's an amazing, amazing Harry Potter one that you need to have a look at. Evelyn Across the Pond. I keep seeing Evelyn pop up like everywhere, so I'm sure you already know about Evelyn. But she is an American living in the UK, I'm pretty sure. And she's got some really cool stuff too. I'm pretty sure she started stitching in quarantine. I think there's a couple of people on this list, I don't know who, I can't really remember that said that. So she's got some really cool stuff going as well. I really like her colour choices. Her kind of aesthetic's really cool. So she's really great to listen to. And Craftivating Creations, I think it's Shine? I don't know, I'm really sorry. I'm a terrible person. She's Welsh, she's really cool. She has some really good videos, and she also has videos on there to do with cross stitch that aren't necessarily like a traditional Flosstube video as well, which is really cool to see as well. So I really like those 4 people, so I'll try and remember to link them below. I should do that. I have notes, so I better do it. Yes, if you need some new Flosstubers, go and watch those people. Let's talk about the giveaway I did in 2 videos ago, which was ages ago, and then I actually did the giveaway part last video. So the needle minders tick, they have been sorted out. The pattern, Laura Richardson won that one, and I haven't heard from Laura. I've commented on your comment, Laura, so please send me an email with your address so I can post that pattern out to you. If I don't hear from Laura by the next video, I'll redraw it in the next one, because that'll be about 2 months since I kind of commented and stuff. So we'll wait till then. And I do have a new giveaway, but I'm going to wait like until I talk about it a little bit more in my next segment, which is FFOs. So I randomly got inspired, and it was by one of these new people I'm talking about. It might have been, no, I don't want to say it because I'd probably be wrong, but I just got really inspired to finish some stuff into, actually FFO it. So on one day I did 4, the next day I did 1, and then I have one that's been professionally done, which I'm going to show you first. So this one is wrapped up because it's from the framers. But this is the baby sampler I did for our niece, who is now 9 months old, pretty much. I didn't get it to the framers until just before Christmas, so I'm really happy that it's here now, because it was just not a priority. Like, leaving the house wasn't a priority for a while there. So, but this is the Adventure Awaits sampler, and I think I have some details about it in this book in front of me. Let's just check in case you're interested in doing this for someone you know. Let's have a look. Yes, it's by Stitches Lovers Shop. I started it on the 3rd of November and I finished it on the 19th of April. So 3rd of November 2019, 19th of April last year. It's on a 30G Count Merino by Sparkly's the Fabric of the Month, so I don't have it like a name for it or anything. It's stitched 2/2. Yeah, and it was finished really soon after she was born because we didn't know the gender. They didn't find out, so it was cool to kind of see. I'm going to try and show it the best I can without showing her details. So I think if I go to about there, that's about as much as I can show you. But I got it done with a, I'm sorry, it's wrapped up, but I don't want to unwrap it. It's like a white wooden finish and a purpley blue matte, which I thought really suited the mountain colour in there. And it's on, this fabric's like a bluey, modelly bluey colour. Looks really great. So that is the Adventure Awaits baby sampler. Really cool one. I'm hoping to do something similar for our one. So then I did some FFOing myself. and I was really happy with the ones I did. I need to get a little bit of a crack on because the battery is dying. So I finished off 3 of my Geeky Stitch and Co patterns that I have had finished for a really, really long time. They were canvas finished. I hated it, so I took it out, and then I've just never done anything with them. So I did You Make Me Feel Gooey, Hug It Out, and Life is Tough. So all I did for these was a hoop finish, and then I just tied up some little bows and glued them on with some random ribbon I've been collecting from packages and things that I've been given. And I thought they were a nice little finish. I might put these in the nursery, I might not, I don't know. So all I did at the back was, I did a running stitch and then pulled it tight. I have never done that one before. Usually, the last time I did this, I laced across. I think I prefer the lacing because this is a bit, I know I found it a bit bulky to put the felt on, and all I did with the felt was obviously cut out the circle, and then I've just used some tacky craft glue to stick it down. I didn't use hot glue, doesn't really matter. The next time I do this though, I need to make sure my hands are a bit cleaner using white felt. Not very smart. Another finish I did was this little Mill Hill kit. This is the Spring Bouquet triple scoop. All I did for this one was cut out some felt, stick it onto the felt, and then stuck on the magnet. Now, it came with a magnet, but I don't know where that is, so I just picked one from a needle miner and put it on, so it goes on our fridge. Next time I do one of these, I just want to make sure I cut the felt a little bit wider, a bit more evenly. This is a bit too close, but I like having the felt kind of sticking out a little bit. I think it looks really cool. And this is part of my giveaway. Not this. This. So I would like to give away the leftover kit supplies. So you will get the leftover beads, the pattern of course, and the leftover threads. You'll need to get your own perforated paper. There should be enough beads in there, but it does have all of the kind of details about the beads and threads inside, so you can always source some more. If you would like to have a chance at winning this, please don't say giveaway. You need to be over 18 or have parents' permission, because I'm probably going to need your address to send it to you. Excuse me, let's focus on the ice cream. No? Okay, we're going to focus on me again. Just say ice cream somewhere in your comment and I will draw that next time. Lovely. And the last FFO I did was the one I did those four one day, and then I did this one. And this is the Snowy Dog. I think it's by Valenti Cross Stitch on Etsy. I was given this pattern by Matthew. I had this frame for a really long time because I bought it for another thing I framed for someone. And I bought this and another one, and I chose the other one. So I had this frame and I was kind of looking through my things and going, what should I frame? And this kind of looked really cute with it. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare. This is my first time doing proper lacing for a framed finish, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. It fit really nicely into the back of the frame, so it just has this. All I did was I have some like backboard stuff. It's not foam. It's like a card, like a thicker card. It's quite thin. I got the thinnest I could, but it still needed to be a bit substantial. So I popped this onto the card. I didn't use any glue or anything. I just kind of lined it all up, and then I laced it. I laced the longer side first, and I kind of did it, I didn't go straight across. I kind of did it almost corset-like, I guess, like that. And then I did the other side, and then I kind of did it a little bit to bring the corners in a bit more, so that when I framed it, it was good, and it looks really, really nice. So I will be doing that more often. I think I'm going to buy some frames for some of the ones I have sitting in the cupboard that need to be finished, and do some more lacing. I'm really happy with that. All right, what's next on the list? Plans. We're almost finished. I'm really sorry if I sound like I've rushed through any of this. The battery was dying. Secret's out. But he's actually sitting over there playing Xbox. And I'm just trying to get it done, because where I would normally film is where the nursery is being kind of redone. And it's an echoey void in there at the moment, and it's really warm, so it's really sticky here at the moment, so it's kind of nicer to be out here anyway. let's talk about plans. So I wanted to quickly go over a couple of things. I don't think I explained very well in my last video. This won't take long. It's just my yearly priorities. So the pieces I really want to get finished, there's 2 or 3 that I really want to get done, and that's Hufflepuff, the princesses, and the calendars. And those calendar pieces, these ones, will be done next month. They will be done. So I'm pretty happy about that one being ticked off. Hufflepuff's getting there, and so is princesses. So that's really good. The other thing I want to be so that just means they'll get a priority over other pieces with the acrostics, if that helps with that. The other thing I want to do is do 5 pages of Pokemon. I've done 1, so I've got 4 left to do. I worked out that I need to do 34,179 stitches to get those for the rest of the pages finished, those 4 pages. So to be able to do that, I need to do 3,107 stitches per month. Let's keep this in mind. I'm having a baby in June. So I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm going to try work on that as much as I can. I'm going to give Pokemon 6 days in February and see how that goes with getting a little bit more stitches, because with 4 days I got almost 3,000, but I wasn't working. So we'll kind of have to see how it goes with 6 days. So let's talk about my acrostic for February. So February's, wants me to rate the app. No thanks. February's acrostic is Ada squares or linen threads. And I can't really choose. I don't really care. Like, I didn't even say it, but these are being stitched on like a 14 count Ada, and then a lot of my other ones are even weave. Linen's okay at times. Like, I'm kind of just whatever. So I decided to do 6 from each side to make the 12 letters. So, like I said before, Pokemon's going to be getting 6 days, which means it's getting 3 letters because I do 2 days per letter. And it's going to be getting the E's. Yeah, all the E's. Because there's Epic Pokemon Generation 1 Extended Edition. It's pretty good. So I'll give that 6 days in February. Then the only piece that I'm working on that I haven't shown you yet is called Grey Dragon, and this is by Valenti Cross Stitch as well. This is another one that Matt has given me, and so I'm using Pattern Keeper for this, and I'm going to be working on this for the D in Ada squares because dragon, and it's on Ada actually, so that works out really nicely. That's where I'm at, and I'm going to use obviously Pattern Keeper for this, and I'm going to change up how I'm stitching and go the whole way across like I was for everything else. That one is getting time because I have like a bunch of patterns that Matt has given me, and I want to kind of prioritize those as well. So if I was to have an ideal world, I would have a full coverage, a large, a medium, a small, and a matte piece going all the time. So I would have 5. I currently have like 8 whips or something, so I'm trying to whittle down the ones that I have double ups with, but Matt's ones I don't have double ups with, so that one gets 2 days. Then for princesses, I'm going to use it for the S in Ada squares, so the first S of squares, and the S in linen threads at the end, and that's going to be for sew to stitch, so it's going to get 4 days. Kings and Queens is going to have the Q in squares because Queens, and that's going to get 2 days. And the Witcher is going to get the S in at the end of Ada squares, I think because of the Oh My Stitches shop, or whatever it is in the name of the shop, there's an S. And it's also going to get the free choice letter because Ada squares is only 11 letters, so they put a little asterisk and you can get a free choice. So I'm going to use it for those 2, so it's going to get 4 days. Hufflepuff is going to get 4 days as well, and that's going to get the H in threads and the D in threads. Why is it getting the D in threads? The dog's next to me. Why is it getting the D? Oh, Mandarin's designs. That makes sense. And then the last one to round it all out is Rapunzel, and that's going to get the A in threads because of Anya Kai, Anya, and it's going to get 2 days. So I'm trying to prioritize the pieces I would like to get finished. So that's why Hufflepuff's getting 4 days, and that's why Princesses is getting 4 days, and that's why Pokemon's getting 6, which is just getting a few extra because I kind of really love the progress I had on it, so that's why it's getting 4 instead of 2 days. So in February, it's going to be going like this. I'm going to do Hufflepuff for the first 4, then I'm going to move to Grey Dragon for 2 days, Pokemon for 4 days, King and Queens for 2 days, Witcher for 4 days, Pokemon for 2 days, Princesses for 4 days, Rapunzel for 2 days. That will take me to the 24th, which is actually my birthday. Very exciting. And then I will have 4 days to work on the calendars to get those last 2 hopefully finished. So the 25th, 6th, 7th and 8th, I'll be working on the small things to hopefully get them done. If I finish the calendar pieces before the end of February, so somewhere in those 4 days, I will spin the wheel to pick a small. So I hope that makes sense. But I think it's going to be working really well. I should get a fair bit done on Hufflepuff. I think it is during the week though. I've got kind of a mixed bag that's on the weekends and stuff. So we'll see how we go. But hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have those calendar pieces done and a fair bit of progress on the rest. I'd love to get the rest of the Pokemon page finished, but I think they're a bit big. I think they're like 9,000 stitches or something, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think that's everything I have for you today. Lots of stuff. Oh, my last question is, I am destashing a bit of my grandma's cross-stitch stuff. So I've put that onto my Instagram in a highlight. So if you want to have a look at that, go to my Instagram. It's the same as lauraxstitches as here. And click through the highlight on my Instagram page and you can see kind of the things I have and the prices for them. It's, I think the most expensive thing is a tapestry kit thing. It's like 25 bucks. It is in Australian dollars and I'm happy to post anywhere, but it will be buy paste postage like you would normally. But yeah, have a look through there. But I'm wondering if you would like me to do a video of that as well so I can talk through all the stuff. Just let me know if you think I need to do that, but that is totally up to you guys. I should be back at the end of February. February is a little bit busy. The rest, kind of the first half of our year this year is really, really busy on the weekends. We've got a couple of, like I've got a hen's night, Matt's got a bucks. We've got 2 weddings in there. We've got our baby shower. We've got our baby coming. There's a lot happening, but I think I should be right. And my birthday's in February too. So February the 24th is my birthday. So I will be doing nothing. I'm turning 28. I'm not turning anything exciting. So I'll probably just go out for tea or something. And yeah, hopefully I potentially might get a stitchy gift, I think. But anyway, the battery's about to die. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.